Hi guys. Happy Thursday. And welcome to The Sip, your daily collective tarot reading. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also, this is a fairly timeless discussion, fairly timeless reading. So whenever you're guided to watch this reading and it resonates, then that's the message for you in that moment. Yeah? I hope everyone is doing well today. It is so good to see you all. It is so good to be here and to connect with you all at this time. I don't really have much to start with. Planetarily, there really isn't much going on right now. The moon is moving through Sagittarius, is going to be conjuncting with Pluto later today, which is retrograde. Hi, Steph. And then it's going to be making its way into Capricorn. Other than that, nothing too crazy going on. Hello, Josiah. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you all so very much for being here, for tuning in. Hello, Stephanie. Oh, goodness, Stephanie, it's so good to see you. Hello, Mama Piplup. Hi, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're feeling well. I will admit that today, yes, Dubai in the house. How is everything in Dubai? I hope everything is going well for you out there. Today it's interesting. I feel like today, I want to say today is a self-care type of day, but when are we not in a self-care moment? I feel like that's a little redundant. Hello, Coco Chanel. Hot as hell, huh? Yeah, okay, I could see that. I could see that. I don't know, for me, hi, Spiritual Path 911. Okay, Spiritual Path 911. Massachusetts in the house. Hello, Disco Empress. You know what's interesting about your name, Spiritual Path? I have been seeing 911 a lot recently. And so your name is a little bit of a synchronicity for me. And I have been reading that synchronicity as just a calling for light workers. I do remember hearing years ago when I first started really getting activated on my spiritual journey. I don't remember what the name of her channel was. Hello, Shanika. Yeah. Yes, Stephanie, life is challenging and stressful at the moment. I don't remember what her channel was, but she was a twin flame reader. And I remember her mentioning that the number 911 was like a call to light workers for us to get going. It is your birthday and your spiritual number. You have been seeing it every day for 4 years. Wow, that's great. I will say that having a birthday, I don't know if you're a Spiritual Path 911, I don't know if you're American, but having your birthday on September 11th has got to be, if you are American, that has to be pretty interesting. My life path number is 9. So for me, and that's so, wow, I just made a connection. My life path number is 9, and my natal sun is in my 9th house. That is very interesting. But it makes so with my natal sun being in my 9th house and my my life path number being a 9, it makes perfect sense why I am in this type of position of being a reader and a energy worker and a spiritual guide, if you would like to call me that. But with me seeing the number 911 a lot, that is kind of like a call to my spiritual calling or my life calling. It also is kind of reading as it's kind of giving me the feeling that it's also confirming that I'm doing the right thing in terms of my spiritual path, my soul calling, so and all that. So that's cool, regardless as to what the external circumstances or the external reflection may look like. But I will say that the 24 or 25 people that are here in the chat on the video right now is confirmation that I'm doing something right? So that's good. But hello, everybody. Yeah, so today is feeling like a self-care kind of day. I have been spending the morning just kind of relaxing, doing things that I find pleasurable, trying to bring a level of joy into my life. Life is very stressful, very, very stressful. 555. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. 9/11 is significant for you as well, Coco Chanel. Yes. Oh, excellent spiritual path. I'm glad. I'm really, really glad. Feeling we are being called to ignore the illusion we see and trust the unraveling. Yes, yes, Stephanie. Steph feels. Hello, bonjour, bunny. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Apparently I'm your favorite reader to watch. Thank you. Even if your reading doesn't resonate, you really looked forward to hearing what I have to, hearing how I'm doing. Oh wow, thank you, and what I'm up to. Wow, bonjour bunny, thank you so much. That I really, 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 truly appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course you join when you, hi Rachel, and of course you join when someone says 555. When I say 5, listen, we've all been seeing 555 a lot. And Stephanie, you are right on with your feeling we are being called to ignore the illusion we see and trust the unraveling. Yes, that is specifically, Stephanie, what I have kind of been struggling with a lot recently. I seem to be going through a tug of war. You have been seeing a lot of 555 as well okay, so is it Andrea or Andrea Nino Bonilla? Is it Andrea or actually, if the rest of your name is Nino Bonilla, it's probably Andrea, right? Am I saying that correctly? Shanetta, hello. You've been seeing 1, 2, 3. Yes, I've been seeing a lot of 1, 2, 3 as well. But I have been personally going through a kind of a tug of war between my ego and the spiritual or the unfolding of everything. And I channeled a reading last night. Oh, hello, Steph. How are you? It's good to see you. Hello, Steph. Hello, girls, if the girls are watching. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you all. Hello, Archangel. Good morning to you. Fresh top of the morning to ya, Archangel. Oh. But there's definitely I've been really working on trying not to focus so much on the external circumstances and how things look in the external and how things are kind of unfolding in the external. And hi Cheryl. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And just trying to place my faith in spirit, in the divine. I channeled a reading last night for the Patreon collective in which the message was surrounding or along the lines of like, it's really, everything is fairly out of our control. Andrea, oh, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Gotta meet you via the love and oh, excellent. Oh, good. You found me through the Love and Science channel. That's Betsy's channel. Oh, yay. Excellent. Hello, beautiful awakened soul. But I did channel this message last night about how, things are fairly out of our control. You're gonna get what it is you're meant to receive, or you're gonna manifest whatever it is you're meant to manifest in divine timing. You really don't have control over any of that. You don't even have control over when things come to you. It's so that I saw a meme yesterday that I'd seen before, but I stumbled upon it again yesterday. And it's like a two-sided meme. It's of somebody on a bus, on like a tour bus or like a sightseeing bus. And it's the same person just depicted in two ways. On one side of the bus, the person is facing like, because the bus is driving on a mountain. I'm sure you guys may have seen this or come across this at some point. Uh, but on one side of the bus, the person is facing like the mountain, is looking toward, like can't see anything but the mountain that the bus is driving that is driving on. And the atmosphere or the environment around that person is all dark and gloomy, and they're all depressed and everything. And the caption says, it's out of my control, or it's out of your hands, or you're out of your control, or something like that. And then on the other side of the bus, it's the same person, but it's depicted as this person sightseeing, like looking out to the scenery with a camera, and it's all bright and sunny, and they've got a smile on their face, and they're just enjoying the moment, they're enjoying the sights. And it's the same caption: it's out of your control, or it's out of your hands, or it's out, like, so it really depends on how you want to perceive of the energy, or how 1111 on the counter, or how you want to experience the situation. You can either be all dark and gloomy and depressed about it, or and all depressed about how it, you really don't have any control over it, or it's out of your hands or something. Or you could be, you know what, hey, it's out of my hands, so I'm gonna do what I can to enjoy it, and that's kind of what I've been going back and forth with, kind of struggling with. Hello, Rose. Hola, hola, buenos dias. Buenos dias, yes? So this morning, I woke up and, I had some good dreams, I guess, interesting dreams. But of course I woke up and reality hit me, and I often, like, as soon as I wake up, it's like I wake up back in this reality, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go again, like another day in this shit, right? But I mean, that's an awful way to think about it, an awful way to look at it, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it is what it is, right? So today this morning, I've been focusing a lot on just cultivating happiness, cultivating joy, being very aware of the fact that, it is in fact out of my hands. I literally have no control over it. I'm doing everything that I can to improve the situation from my point of view, from my end. I'm being responsible. I'm doing what it is I'm feeling I'm called to do. I'm keeping everything in check and all that, but the circumstances are what they are, and I have no other control over it other than what I have been doing of late. So like, hey, whatever happens, happens. You had a crazy dream last night. Oh, well, at least you woke up giggling, Archangel. That's a good thing. So hey, it is what it is. Surrender to receive, that's right. I've been doing a lot of surrendering. And what's interesting? Something that I noticed today, Diamond Frost, you woke up the same way and you don't want to feel that, but like you said, it is what it, yeah, like I said, it is what it is. Yes, the immortal words of Lady Badu, on and on and on. Yeah, yes, Miss Badu, yes. So something that I noticed today specifically, and what really made me aware of the fact that this is, this really is, it's my ego that's really pulling me towards this side of the fence where it's like, oh God, this is terrible. Wow, 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 wow. And this is actually something that I noticed growing up, something I always struggled with. But now that I've gotten to this level of self-awareness, I can be aware of it and I can kind of pull myself out of it. But I noticed that even though from an egoic point of view, I was feeling kind of poopy, right? I was feeling kind of shitty and down in the dumps and depressed and all that. There was still this energy within the center of myself, like within my heart, really my heart center, but within my center, that was joyful and happy and content. And I noticed, I was very starkly aware of it. This awareness kind of came to me yesterday, but today was when I was really, really super aware of it. It's that even though there was this feeling of happiness and joy and contentment in my core, in my center, in my heart, outside of that, hi Jinxie, outside of that, my ego was kind of like refusing to allow myself to allow me to sink into that, to allow me to experience that, to allow me to embody that, to allow me to trade my doom and gloom for the sense of happiness within. You know what I mean? It was this energy of like me literally not wanting to feel that joy because I had this level of depression outside of that. It was, and that's actually, now that I really think about it in hindsight, in retrospect, and I guess at the time I was aware of it too, but when I was younger, when I was a kid growing up, especially like when I was a teenager, I would literally refuse to allow myself to be happy because I was so upset. You know, I don't want to be happy because I'm depressed or I'm angry or I'm sad because of X, Y, and Z. And just like, and like any time that, you know, someone would just say to you, oh, just be happy. Oh, just smile. It's like, no, screw you. I'm not going to just be happy. I'm not happy. Why am I just going to be happy when X, Y, and Z is going on in my life? But now it's like, I don't want to feel 555 on the counter. Oh, you guys, maybe this is the big shift that's happening, because this is the big change that's happening, because now it's like, okay, well, I am aware that I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm low, I'm feeling down in the dumps and everything, but there's this feeling right there. And I don't want to feel down in the dumps and depressed, because I know that at this point in my life, at 35 years old, I know that that feeling of holding on to or harboring those feelings of being down in the dumps and depressed and everything, that doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't help me. It doesn't get me anywhere closer towards where I want to go. And I end up just feeling like shit all day. Like I end up literally feeling depressed and angry and sad all day. So why wouldn't I want to trade those feelings for these feelings of contentment and happiness and just joy? Why wouldn't I, you know? It's literally a moment of, actually, this is another message that I channeled for the Patreon collective. Let me just give myself a little bit of a shameless plug there. If you guys would like to get some extra content with me throughout the month, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/divine conversations. It's a really great way to, Jinx, did you just catch something and bring it in the house? Jinx just ran outside, chased something, and then she came back in the house and she went under my table. I feel like she caught a lizard. Anyway, it's a great way to get some extra content with me throughout the month. It's also a great way to support the channel. Like, without my current Patreon supporters, man, I really would not be able to be here. So thank you guys so much. But that aside, I did channel this exact thing. Your happiness, your state of happiness is a choice. Okay, and I understand, I'm not trying to trivialize your feelings. I'm not trying to trivialize, you know, a level of depression or anything like that. Depression is very, very real, and your feelings are very real, okay? And they deserve to be honored. They deserve to be felt. They deserve to be observed. Bad gal, at it again. Yep, that's right. Hey, that's my baby girl. That's my little huntress right there. I'm not mad at it, all right? That's my, hey. Anyway, But even in your state of depression or your state of feeling low or whatnot, whatever, you can still choose to say, you know what, I'm going to try and focus on, I'm at least going to try and find things to focus on that will make me happy, or try and do things that will make me happy. Okay, it literally is a choice. And that's exactly what I was thinking about this morning, what I was going through. I could either choose to stay depressed and angry and whatnot, whatever, or I could choose to be like, yeah, okay, that's real, that's a thing right now, but you know what, I'm gonna choose to be happy. And I chose to be happy. I literally went outside. Well, first of all, I decided not to like get up immediately this morning and get to my day. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna lay in bed for a little bit longer. And there's 9/11 again. I'm gonna lay in bed a little bit longer. I'm gonna sleep in just a little bit. So I got out of bed around like 7:45 instead of getting out of bed around 6 a.m. And I did a little bit of yoga, not as much as I normally would have, but I at least did something to get my body moving and stretch out a little bit, wake my body up. Okay, that's part of my new discipline right now, doing yoga constantly every day, just to get my body moving and start stretching, and it's helping. It's wonderful. You know, I have this pain in my back that's been building and building and building, and now every day I'm stretching it out a little bit more. Okay, that's a part of my discipline, but I did a little bit of yoga, not as much as I normally would, but I did a little bit. And then I went and I went outside because I had my intuition was speaking to me, and it was like, you need to go outside and just meditate, just go sit outside for a while. And that's what I did. I went, sat out on the hammock. I listened to a reading. Oh, twin flame energies have been coming up again, by the way, but we could talk about that later. I went outside, listened to a reading or a message that was very much in alignment with something that I was going through right before I fell asleep last night. Again, twin flame energies. But I sat outside with a cup of coffee and I just took it all in. As you can see, it's kind of like a dreary day. You know, we might have some rain today. There was a pretty big thunderstorm yesterday, which was fun. But I did that. And then what did I do? I finished listening to that reading, and then I was like, I want a bagel. So I found some gluten-free bagels. So I made myself a little bagel with some cream cheese and some jelly, and I sat on my hammock and I played games on my phone. One of my favorite games on my phone is called Hempire. Do you guys know about Hempire? It's a game that in which like you grow marijuana and you sell it, and you can breed them and get new strains and like improve it. It's such a fun game. I love it. You have why am I not surprised, Josiah? But I sat there and I played Hempire for a little bit this morning, and I enjoyed myself. These were all things that my intuition was sending to me, saying, do these things that will help you feel joyful, because it's what you want to do. And it really was. It was like, I could have chosen to do those things, or I could have chosen to be super disciplined and be like, no, I'm going to work, or I'm going to do this, that. No. I chose to do the things that brought me joy. It's all a choice, you guys. And I understand, you know, within reason. I mean, hello, Dragoness. You had a pretty impressive thunderstorm too last night. Yeah, I love it. I love thunderstorms. But I mean, okay, within reason, sometimes you have to go to work, or sometimes you have these responsibilities that you have to do. Okay, that's fine. But when you have the time, do the things that bring you joy. It's literally a choice. Literally. Okay? That's pretty awesome, Josiah. But you know what? That doesn't surprise me. You're saying that we're completely in sync today. That's our collective, dude. And it's evidence that we are not separate. We are all connected, okay? We are all one. We are literally all one being. And that one being is Source, God, Source, Creator. But we are all these individualized pieces of Source with individualized personalities for a reason, all experiencing ourselves through the expressions of each other. Does that make sense? Does that freak you out? I mean, it's the truth. It is what it is, y'all. Excellent, Angel Benansky. Angel. I'm just going to call you Angel. But you see, and we haven't even gotten into the cards yet. You've heard that a lot. It looks so cute. Oh, Gardenscapes. I know Gardenscapes. I've played that one before too. Some sun and good flower. Me too, Michelle. Me too. Excellent, Stephanie. We are what? Yes, Mufasa voice. I love that. I love this. Oh, Coco Chanel, that is beautiful. I love that you literally played Mario Brothers with your kids and you had fun. I love that. Sometimes I wish my parents would have played video games with me too, but you know what, that's fine. This morning you chose to scrap your routine and freestyle. Yes, it shifted you into joy and contentment, and still look, took your time and was late for work. You know what? But you know what, oh my God, your name is really hard to pronounce. Dripcart. You know what, Dripcart, though? 4321, 43 people, 21 likes. I love that. But you know what, Dripcart? You did that, and that's excellent. And you know what? It brought you joy. I bet you it brought you so much joy. Screw being late to work. Who the fuck cares? Hey, Carla. Oh, I pronounced your name correctly, Angel. Excellent. Mama Piplup, thank you so much for that donation. Oh, 432. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy Thursday to you. We are reaching the end of the week. And Jinxie is a sleepy girl. She's decided she's gonna come inside and take a nap right next to me, so that's wonderful. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't worry, we have not gotten to the cards yet. We're actually gonna get started with that, yeah? If you're just now tuning in, I highly recommend that you go back and watch the beginning, unless you wanna watch the card section now and then watch the beginning, but we had a really nice discussion in the very beginning of this session, so I highly recommend that you take some time to tune into that, yeah? All right, cool. Let's get into some cards today. God Source Creator, thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing us together today to enjoy this moment, to have this moment to connect with each other and to connect with you. Thank you so much for your guidance. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for giving us these chances to live these lives, even though this shit is crazy sometimes. Oh, she is Stephanie. Thank you so much for that donation. Thank you so much, God Source Creator, for waking us up today, for keeping us here. I do want to say, one of the things that I said to myself this morning, while I was going through all of my, awareness of my depressive state, one of the things I did say to myself was, I'm still alive. I'm still here. Actually, what I said to myself was, at least I'm still alive, because a lot of what I've been really depressed about is focused around what it is I've been personally experiencing in my life over the last 2 years, and also how the structure of society is crumbling right now, and how that's affecting all of us, the financial system, and just how there's been this massive shift of wealth within society, and how our lives are kind of there's an effort to kind of take control of our lives by others that seek to control us and everything. But specifically, a lot of what I personally experienced over the last 2 years, I had a moment in which I literally I may not have survived it. I literally had a moment where I could be dead right now. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go into the specifics of that. My Patreoners know exactly what I'm talking about, but I did say to myself, you know what? I'm still here though. I'm still alive. There are so many circumstances that have been part of the mosaic of my life in which I could be dead. I could be much less. I could be much worse. My life could be much worse. The state of my body, my health could be much worse. I literally could be dead, but I'm not. I'm still here. And for that, I'm grateful, even though, things are shitty a lot of the time, just because, hey, that's part of the experience, but I'm still here. So I do want to say thank you, God Source Creator Universe, for bringing us together and keeping us, and thank you for our lives. Thank you for the beauty of our lives. I really want to say that. It feels like we are being pressure cooked. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh my God, Rachel, I want to move to a recreational state. I really... Oh, thank you, Steph. I really want to start growing my own marijuana. I really do. Because I like to smoke it, but also I don't like the idea of buying it from dispensaries, because a lot of dispensaries, most of the marijuana that's grown to be sold at dispensaries is not grown organically. And that's what I want. I want to grow it organically. I don't want to use chemicals. I want to grow it in real, organic, living soil. I don't even want to do hydroponics. I really You moved from Puerto Rico to Oregon. Oh shoot, look at that. Okay. And thanks to the Most High, yeah. I want to grow it. I really want to grow it myself. And and straight up and down, you guys, what made me want to start growing my own marijuana? The game Hempire. And I started playing Hempire years ago when I was still with my ex-husband, living in the East Village in our apartment. I've been playing that game for years, but that game made me made me interested in it. But anyway, all right, let's move forward. So thank you, God Source Creator, for everything, especially for your guidance. What message do we have for the collective today? What would you like to discuss with the collective today? 2 more shuffles here. Oh, the tangents we get on here. Ah, I love that, Stephanie. You have 2 beautiful plants right now, Dragoness. That's excellent. That is so excellent. All right. Mosquito hunt. I could have swore I just saw a mosquito pop up somewhere. All right. That's fine. Let's get into this. What message do we have for the collective today? Look at this. The first card is the 3 of Cups. This is us. This is us. This is not part of the message. I actually want to put this back in the deck, but this is us right now. This is this 3 of Cups. This is our community here. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, what message do we have for the collective, Spirit? Okay. Okay. Overall, ooh. All right. This might be this might be a continuation of what we were talking about yesterday, because the first card that came out is the King of Pentacles. This card did come out yesterday. The overall energy, though, is the 5 of Swords right now. All right. It might be a continuation of what we were talking about yesterday. That is one of the first things that came to mind when I saw this King of Pentacles. However, I'm going to read it as something new because I'm also feeling a new energy for this. So we have the King of Pentacles with the 10 of Swords and Temperance. And actually, maybe the reading that, or the energy that I channeled last night while I was at my night shift for Patreon is what this is referring to. So my Patreoners, I did post that reading. It's a new series that I'm calling A Baker's Moment. Instead of a baker's dozen, it's a baker's moment, because I've been channeling messages and doing readings while I'm waiting for bread to bake at my side job. So I'm calling it a baker's moment. But anyway, in that reading, this is what I was talking about. I was talking about how a lot of society is crumbling, in the process of crumbling right now, at least how we know it. And it's outside of our control, but what we have to do is really just focus on what it is we truly dream of, okay? With this energy here, we have the King of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and Temperance. I'm getting 2 main things from this. The first thing that I'm getting from this King of Pentacles energy is how solid we are in ourselves, or how we need to maintain a solid ground within ourselves while really harsh circumstances come to a close or start to come to an end, and the universe, the divine, kind of starts to balance things out for us. Temperance here. But also, the main message that I'm getting here is the King of Pentacles represents materialism and a strong level of a materialist outlook. Okay, the days of overemphasis on, excellent, Josiah, I love that. The days of extreme materialism, or a view of seeing life extremely from an extreme materialist point of view, that's coming to an end. We're in and I think this is this is the big thing that a lot of us are going to have manifested, or have been born into life at this time period to see come down. The extreme level of materialism. And I channeled this also last night. And this is actually something, well, I didn't really channel it because this is something that a concept that I heard from Gigi Young, who is someone that I love. I love her content. I think she's a wonderful human being, and I really love what the messages and the content she brings to the collective. Hello, you woman, you. But she, as an intuitive, as a psychic, sees 2 paths for humanity. One being the transhumanist path, where we start to merge our bodies and our consciousness with computers and technology and machinery, and the other path being that of organics and spiritualism and spirituality becoming like a science and all that. That's kind of the path I want to go on. But this split is happening right now. And the thing about it is, and what Spirit is saying about this right now, is that we absolutely have a choice as to which path you want to go on. It's absolutely a choice. And it's neither choice is really good or bad. I mean, obviously going towards a path of greater spirituality and organics and all that kind of stuff, that's a little better because, you know, it's following with what's already been created, what's already been designed and all that. But going towards the path of, say, transhumanism isn't necessarily all that bad either. I mean, it's your choice, but also there are things to learn and experience on that path as well. Everything leads to expansion and knowledge and the growth of the soul and all that. So it's not like anything really is all that bad. There really is no difference between, there really is no right or wrong in the grand scheme of things. Now, Steph feels, as an amputee, I hope they actually use tech for its exalted state, improve our quality of life. And yes, I highly resonate with that. I do understand and see how in certain situations, using technology like that would really help us. But, and this is where, you know, a lot of what we've been experiencing since the advent of the pandemic has kind of been waking us up to. It's like, okay, yes, technology like that would be really great, but how much can we truly trust the individuals that are using or developing this technology or bringing this technology to us, with how much these really wealthy individuals or these tech companies or whatnot, whatever, are trying to take over our lives? Like, it's one thing to have that available to us should we need it or should we want it. But there is also this very real danger of our sovereignty, our independence being taken from us for our greater good, as if they know what's better for us as individuals just because they have a shit ton of money. And that shit ton of money gives them a level of power that the everyday person doesn't have. You know what I mean? They want people lost in tech, it's right, but not making it accessible to those that can use it. Well, yeah. I mean, it's a very fine line. It's a very fine line. You know what I mean? And with how much our right to access certain information, or even all the information, is kind of being taken from us. You know, we're being treated, or a lot of the energies or the sources of governance or power or all that, they're treating us like children. Like, oh no, you don't need to know about that. Let me make this decision for you, blah, blah, blah. Instead of treating us like the adults or the humans or the independent individuals that we are, and giving us the information that is out there for us to make our own decisions for ourselves. You know, and it's like, that's dangerous. That's scary. That's not, I want to say that's not what we signed up for, but in this time period, it kind of is what we signed up for because we're learning from it. They're reversing aging in mice at the moment. I did see a story about that. I didn't read it though. This is so relevant to an issue, for us to be paying attention to. The poor won't benefit from agelessness. No. And we don't need technology to reverse aging. You know what reverses aging? The health and well-being of your body. I mean, look at me, okay? Look at me. I'm 35 years old, and not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm 35 years old. And people look at me and they're like, and there have been moments where it's like, okay, well, guess how old I am? And people look at me and they're like, I don't know, like 26, 20, I even got 22, 23 one point. I was like, oh shit, thank you very much. No, I'm 35. What reverses aging? Eating healthy foods, being self-aware, okay? Dealing with your issues. Thank you, you woman, you. I mean, yes, okay, I got good genes, but also, yes, okay, I got good genes, but at the same time, spiritual and 46, hello, yes. Spirit, I mean, you don't need this technology, you don't need pills, you don't need science to reverse aging. Mind your business and drink water. I mean, like, come on. But hey, okay, all right. Stand your ground while things are shifting. Okay? Hold your center, be solid within yourself, taking accountability for your own health. Hello. Unconditional love and respect. Hello. The food and the water and good vibes. Hello. Yes. Okay, let's continue. What else do we have for this message, please, Spirit? What else do you want to say to the collective here? Yeah, there's that Four of Cups again. Yep. Keep your distance. Four of Cups, Five of Cups. One last card, please. And the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. And the Hanged Man here. Wow, you guys. All right, so look. To continue the story here, we have the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. So another 10. And then the overall energy is the Hanged Man. I want to say this is the state of the collective right now. Four of Cups to the Five of Cups. The Four of Cups feels like not wanting to participate in a lot of what's going on in the world right now. I'm sorry, I keep feeling something hit my legs. I feel like there are mosquitoes flying around and I'm trying not to get bit right now, so whatever. But okay, the Four of Cups feels like where we are naturally at this time. Not wanting to really be involved, keeping to ourselves and all that kind of stuff. And yes, there is a level here, Five of Cups, of feeling the remorse. I am hearing regret. Maybe some of us are dealing with regret in ways that, for things that we could have done differently in the past and all that. Okay. But mourning the loss of certain things. Mourning the loss of society. I'm hearing mourning the loss of reality. Okay. But look, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. And this feels reassuring at the moment for the collective. We have reached the end of a cycle, all right? Very much so reached the end of a cycle here. Things are coming to a close. And as these things come to a close, we do have a change in awareness here, a change in our sense of awareness, a change in perspective that I think we really just need to hunker down in. The main thing that I want to say here is keep your distance. Keep your distance from mass society. Whoa, 555 again. Exactly, Steph feels. Mourning the loss of illusions, but you can't unsee it. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. I really want, it's advised to keep your distance right now. I'm not really sure why. But that's the message that I'm getting here. If you're feeling like keeping your distance, Four of Cups, then Spirit is saying I continue to advise you to do so. All right? Let's get some clarification in this, you guys. I hope this is turning out to be more uplifting than it is depressing. But it's the current energies, it's the current energetic state of the collective. So, okay. Let's talk about it. Last shuffle here. Chickens. All right, I want to clarify this King of Pentacles energy. I mean, I'm wanting to keep my distance from many things and many people. You know, it is what it is. Change is coming. All right, I want to clarify the King of Pentacles for the collective right now. What is this King of Pentacles energy? Please, Spirit. I'm hearing an overemphasis on materialism. All right, look, this came out again. Look, here's the Three of Cups in reverse so far. Okay. Clarify the King of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Oh, look at that. One last card, please. It's upright. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. You guys, look at this. Okay, by the way, my nose is starting to itch now. Okay, overall energy here. We're at the Four of Cups again. All right, this is what we don't want to be participating in. Look at this, you guys. The King of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Cups in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. All right, and what I'm reading this as not wanting to be a part of this materialistic view or outlook anymore. Like this literally feels like, because the image that I'm getting from this energy is basically capitalism, but what I really just heard is consumerism, okay? Consuming. This, and the Three of Cups in reverse is feeling like the party is over in terms of this type of energy. Definitely, the party is over, all right? The illusion of consumerism, or the illusion that everything is good, like we don't have to worry about it, or it's never really going to collapse anyway, or, you know, like that illusion has worn off, or at least we've just become bored with it, or it's no longer fulfilling. Okay, there's also a level here of the Three of Cups in reverse, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. There's also a level of no longer really trusting the experts, if you want to call it that, or the individuals that are in power because they have a lot of money, you know, because money is power in this world and all that kind of stuff, or at least in our current society. No longer rallying behind this guy, okay? This King of Pentacles, whether this is an actual person or certain people or just an idea, a mindset, a focal point, no longer rallying behind this, okay? Three of Cups is reversed. I feel like this King of Pentacles energy has lost the faith of the collective of society, or is losing that faith, because this is very much a comfort zone type of energy. Now, the Nine of Cups came out, it fell out on the floor, but Spirit keeps telling me that this Nine of Cups is upright, not reversed. So that's what that's translating into for me as the interpreter here, is that this King of Pentacles is very much in their comfort zone type of energy, is very much out of touch. This actually also represents being out of touch with the masses, because all they're really focused on is what makes them happy, what brings them joy and fulfillment, and then they disseminate all of this energy for the masses, thinking that how do I explain this? Actually, this did cross my mind yesterday. I did channel this a little bit yesterday, but I have to figure out how to put it into words, and I have to wrap my mind around it. That's Paul, by the way. It's like these oligarchs. I want to say these tech oligarchs, but that's just a phrase that I've been hearing a lot. No, I'm sorry, that was Paul. The other is Lester. Oh shit, hi Lester. Oh yeah, that's Lester, all right. Again, did you guys notice how they're all like congregating behind me right now and like doing all this, doing the absolute most, but like what the fuck ever, let's ignore them. These individuals, the financiers, the oligarchs, the individuals that are self-proclaimed experts, or they're considered experts because they've been successful at making a ton of money. And actually, this hit me because I was listening to something while I was baking last night, and there's this understanding that's coming online. Hey, Ashley B. That, the people in the financial world, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And they're basically ruining everyone's lives right now, or have been over all this time, thinking that they know everything, that they're these experts. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't. And what makes them such experts? Oh, they were able to make a ton of money. How are they able to make a ton of money? Probably by lying, cheating, stealing, backstabbing, backhanded, underhanded deals, this, that, and that. They're like, right? The banks don't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, anyway, so now, and what's started to catalyze this loss of faith in society, or society losing faith in these individuals, what catalyzed this is the pandemic. That's all. I'm not going to go any further than that, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all get it. And now it's just one big downward spiral from here. And here we are like, no, I'm not going to accept anything you are trying to give me any longer. I don't even want to hear from you. I don't want you telling me what to do with my life. I don't want you making decisions for me for my life, because the decisions that you've been making up until now have done nothing but ruin our lives. So no, I'm not going to listen to you any longer. No, you are not an expert in my eyes. Your CEO said that this shift is just temporary. They are so out of touch and money hungry. Yes, they're so out of touch. In an attempt to shape history and control humanity, they're degrading life. Facts. Yep. Hi, De Novo Turo. Hello, love you too. Welcome in. Okay, so the next thing that I want to clarify here is the Ten of Swords. Yeah, clarify the Ten of Swords, please, Spirit, for the collective. What is this Ten of Swords? Okay. This is excellent. We have a lot of tens here. Okay. This is why it's important that we learn to work organically. Yes, and with our technology. Establish ourselves as echnopreneurs. Ooh, I like that. And reciprocally empower our communities. Yes. Oh my God, I don't listen to the media any longer. Are you kidding me? No way. Absolutely not. We have a lot of tens here, you guys, which is beautiful. Clarifying the Ten of Swords, first and foremost, we have the Hierophant to the Sun. The Hierophant the Hierophant is this institutionalized energy. The Sun represents the awareness surrounding the reality of these institutionalized energies and who they really are to us and what and who we really are to them. Okay? This is why this energy or this situation right now may be so damn depressing. I don't remember who said it, but this is that five. This is why we have this Five of Cups energy right now. Because, and someone said that in the chat today, I don't remember who it was, but because we're starting to realize what's really going on behind closed doors in these institutions, and it's not something that we can just sweep under the rug any longer. It's not something that we can unsee either. And yeah, it burns. But you know what? The beauty of it is we are aware now, or the awareness is coming to us. We are being made aware. The sun is starting to shine on these things. And ultimately, while that sucks in the moment, while it sucks and it hurts and it's painful, and we have to start taking some real responsibility for this, and we have to start really being honest with ourselves and just be real and say, whoa, this is actually really happening. We can't stick our heads in the sand any longer. That hurts, and it burns, but it's one of the best burns that we can get, because now we're becoming aware. With that, and keep in mind, you guys, this is clarifying the Ten of Swords, right? The harsh, painful situations coming to an end. With that, we have the Chariot to the Ten of Cups. All of these 10s, 10, 10, 10, 10 of swords, 10 of pentacles, and now the 10 of cups. Okay? With this awareness here, we are able to move forward in a way that is towards greater happiness and contentment, not just for ourselves, but for society, all of humanity. Whomever chooses to come with us in this direction, you are more than welcome. And I will tell you, we will all benefit from this because we all work together. We all create this. We all build this together with each other for ourselves. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. People coming together, okay? Beautiful. Last thing I want to clarify here is temperance, all right? What does Spirit, because Spirit wants to say something specific about temperance. So what would you like to say about temperance, please, Spirit? Clarify temperance for the collective. First card here. Ooh, okay. Clarify temperance, please. Okay. Overall energy, clarifying temperance is justice. Okay. Okay. What I want to do is this. So, clarifying temperance here, the first card we have is the Queen of Swords reversed. Whoa. I'm having trouble defining what this Queen of Swords reversed kind of represents. I do feel like it represents it doesn't represent a certain person. It represents a certain way of interacting with society, I guess we could say. Queen of Swords reversed. The Queen of Swords is reversed with the Five of Wands and the Six of Swords. I'm sorry, the Six of Wands reversed. What I feel like is the Queen of Swords reversed represents, I'm hearing blind faith. Like I'm getting an energy of my way or the highway, which is kind of like an Emperor reverse type of energy. There's a lot of force. There's a lot of, I'm getting this feeling of taking advantage of people and not listening to what they have to say about it, but in a really extreme way. I feel, so what Spirit is saying is blind faith, but that's actually translating into blindly dictating what to do and what not to do, what is real and what is not is real. And it comes from this state of no need to defend, vengeance is mine, says Source. I like that, Archangel. But what I'm getting from this Queen of Swords is not even really doing the right research or doing the right investigative work. Because, okay, here it comes. Because normally you have a progression or you have a dynamic with the Queen of Swords between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. The King of Swords does the investigation and comes to the conclusion, right? The Queen of Swords kind of enforces that conclusion. When you reach the energy of the Queen of Swords, there's no more debate any longer. It is what it is. I said what I said. The discernment is there. We're doing this, we're not doing that, and there is no arguing about it. And that's kind of what the Queen of Swords in reverse represents here. Very much, it is what it is. I said what I said. We're going to do this, and there's not going to be any argument about it. But the Queen of Swords in reverse in this situation would be not even doing the research, not even bringing this level of discernment or the way of dictating or the dictation of what it is we're going to do is not even coming from balanced research, is not even coming from a level playing field or a sense of reasoning. It's coming from what the individual in power says. And sometimes it's at a whim. You know what I mean? It's whatever they feel. This is like the ultimate dictator type of energy that doesn't even do the due diligence, or doesn't even do the work, or doesn't even do the research, or doesn't even try to figure out what's actually real or what's actually beneficial. It's just what they want. Blind faith, again, says Spirit. And it's like being required to blindly go forward with this energy just because this individual says so. And just because this person, yes, fear-based, that's good. That's a good way of putting it. Fear-based, ruling out of fear. Even though we have the people down here, toxic yin energy, yes. Even though we have the people down here saying, wait, what about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? Blah, blah, blah. Or rising up and saying, I don't want to do that. Or that's not what we wanted. That's not what we asked for. But not even caring. This is, okay, so an example of this energy that I'm getting from Spirit now is also, you know, our elected officials, our politicians here in the United States specifically. I'm only really gonna speak for the United States because that's where I grew up. That's what I'm familiar with. But especially like, whatever, I'm not gonna get into specifics, but politicians running on certain popular platforms, right? That they know the people will respond to, that they know if they say that they're for this, then the people will get behind them and then they'll get the votes and then they'll most likely win, right? But then they get into power or they get elected to office, they win that election, and then they turn around and start doing things doing what they actually really want to do, or what serves their personal agenda. What serves lining their pockets? What would serve setting them up for success when they ultimately leave office? Going back on certain campaign promises, right? That's the kind of energy I'm getting from this as well. And that's not a victory. Six of Wands reversed. Not a victory whatsoever. But now remember, guys, this is clarifying temperance right now. Okay, Spirit is saying that the energies like this are being balanced out, and this is how they're being balanced out. By the awareness of, or coming to the awareness of, this shit doesn't work. This is not a victory. This is not going to get us where we want to go. Six of Wands in reverse. And thus, we have the Tower to the Ace of Cups. This shit is going to come down. It's going to come to a screeching halt. The Tower moments are going to happen, and love is going to be replaced. Love is going to be able to replace this situation, these circumstances, and justice will be served, or the scales will be balanced. The scales will be able to be balanced. That's what Spirit is working on with temperance right here, right now. Okay. You know what is so interesting about this message today? Is that I instinctively, I knew, or I guess I was picking up on the fact that we were going to be talking about something like this, because as I was getting ready for this session here, I was having moments where I was listening to myself have conversations with Spirit, and at one point I said to Spirit, whoa, Spirit, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that here, because like I was able to go into a lot more detail over on Patreon, because that's not here. That's not here on YouTube, okay? And a lot of people are being censored here on YouTube and on Facebook, on social media because of circumstances. And so I was saying, Spirit and I were like, I was picking up on the messages, or I was getting the downloads or whatnot, whatever, subconsciously. And part of me was like, whoa, Spirit, we can't talk about that here. And I remember saying to Spirit, look, if you want me to deliver these messages, then you have to allow us to play by the rules so that these messages are not being taken down, so that we are not being censored. The last thing you want is for me to be deplatformed, or for me to lose. I already lost my Facebook account. Mainly because someone hacked into my Facebook account and I guess posted some things that were not against community guidelines, but I've been waiting for over a month now for some review to get my Facebook page back, and I still haven't gotten it back. The last thing I need is to be deplatformed here off of YouTube, right? So I was saying to Spirit, look, we got to play by the rules here, Spirit. There are certain things that we cannot say on certain platforms, and you know this. So if you want this message to go through, then you got to shape it up a little bit. And here we are talking about this shit that I was talking about last night. So I guess that Patreon reading for my Patreoners, you guys have access to it, but like that was kind of a primer for what we're talking about here. Yep, shadowy things are now being seen and repression efforts are real. But if you know, you know. That's right. That's right, you guys. All right, Spirit, what's next? Closing Oracle guidance. Okay. Closing Oracle guidance today is coming from the Fairy Forest Oracle. Yeah? All right. Let's close this reading out for the collective here. Closing message, please, Spirit, for today's reading. Last shuffle. All right. Closing Oracle guidance, please, Spirit. Ooh, there it is, right there. Oh, okay. We've got card number 25, which does boil down to a 7. The Weaver, Fate, Destiny, Weird, or Word. I think that would be Weird, W-Y-R-D. Okay, card number 25. You have inherited aspects of your family's honor and word or weird. Note, weird is an ancient magical philosophy. Weird is also the root of the modern word weird, W-E-I-R-D. Okay, I was saying it correctly. And it is both personal and global, and perhaps even beyond that, it is galactic. Every single thing in the world, seen and unseen, is connected and can have influence one on the other in an infinite series of variations and patterns. Your choices and actions, your thoughts and words are important. They have impact, they have meaning, and they are a part of the creation of the world our children will inherit. Okay, that was the definition of weird. But let me go back to the definition of this card. You have inherited aspects of your family's honor and weird. The actions of your ancestors have a ripple effect on your life, and you have worked through some of this impact with strength and nobility. There may be more work to do yet. You have free will, and you also have a destiny, and the two dance together and form a pattern that is unique to you, and this is your contribution to the web of weird. Every action has an impact. Every choice will create results that are impossible to see now. So consider the choices before you and choose what is for the highest good of all, what is most honorable and beyond the personal. Ask no person to give up their personal honor to further your own ambitions. Consider the impact of your choices into the future, and consider the ancestors and what they would feel about your choices. You shall now choose well, for you are weaving the world that was, weaving the present moment, and weaving the world that shall be. What happens to one of us in our country, town, family, happens to us all. Every act vibrates throughout this universe and on this great energetic web, and we are, in every moment, with every word and thought and deed, contributing to this great grid of energy. Wow, that was beautiful. So there you have it, guys. There's today's message. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this resonated with you in positive ways. Yes, 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 yes. The divine rising up, the bloodlines of a peculiar people. Yes, that's quite right. We are quite peculiar, but I love it. I absolutely love it. You know what I don't love, though? To be quite honest with you, that's Lester, by the way. Anyway, it is what it is, right? You're welcome. I'm glad this was on point for you guys. I'm glad this resonated. I'm hungry. All I had was a bagel with cream cheese for breakfast this morning, so I need to eat something else. So I should probably do that. But anyway, I love you guys so much. It was so good to see you all. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you so much for being here. Also, thank you so much for being alive. Yes. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And make sure to take care of yourself. Self-care is very important right now. Okay, Steph, don't worry. Hey, no worries. Just shoot me a message. Or you know what? Why don't you email me, Stephanie? That would actually be much better instead of doing it on Instagram. Unless Instagram is easier for you, don't worry about it. But emailing is a little better. But whatever works for you. Yeah. I love you guys. Make sure to really care for yourselves today. Self-care is necessary, all right? Do the things that make you smile. You're feeling a nap coming on. I ended up taking a nap yesterday. Shanika, I ended up taking a nap, and I swear I slept for over an hour. It was intense. It was super intense. I really needed that nap. 11111 on that counter. Hey, nom noms, yes. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow, yeah? I hope you have a fantastic day. I love you so much. Mwah! Bye.